Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Kaiser. And up here today, I just thought I would wrap up the series of To Scream or Not to Scream. The ones that I've already covered in depth, dedicated videos, are streaming services that I use, quite often. Um, Today, I'm going to talk about some other streaming services that I have used in the past, and may or may not get them back. But I don't really want to talk too much about them, and then if I do get them back, then maybe I'll do a full in-depth review on them. So I just thought I'd share with you a couple of them, a few of them that I've used before in the past. Maybe you guys might be interested. So first one was one that I had a really bad experience with, and that was Now TV. If you have a Sky subscription or a Sky box or even a Virgin box, Now TV, there's no point. Now TV is split into three different subscriptions. You have the entertainment set, the movie set, and then the sports set, and they're all owned by Sky. So it's basically Sky trying to make people that aren't Sky subscribers, charging them at an extra cost just for these, box sets and channels that are on Sky and Virgin. I went through my Virgin box today. I'm actually I wrote through down all the stuff that I wanted to watch on there. I don't really use my Virgin box that much, but I figured, you know what, we'll watch some stuff on it tonight. But I used Now TV before in the past, but the entertainment box is just Sky channels and Sky box sets that are already on other streaming services. They've got things on there that are on other streaming services, loads of like British movies and stuff that are on other streaming services. And you can just get on catch up if you have a Sky TV or a Virgin TV with Sky channels. You can just get them all on catch up. Same with the movies, it's all Sky Cinema stuff. The same with the sports, it's Sky Sports stuff. If you, for an avid person who just watches, don't want to get all subscriptions and use Netflix and stuff, there was a time when I thought, maybe I'll just get a Now TV, a Now box, because they do it as a single box as well. You can save yourself a bit of money on cable stuff, but unfortunately, companies like Sky and Virgin actually don't sell just standalone internet and things. So yeah, Now TV, I had. There are some things on there that are worth checking out, like Game of Thrones is the only way to watch Game of Thrones. But for you guys, it would be HBO Max, essentially. So, you know what I mean? Because that's why we don't have HBO Max in the UK, because Sky and HBO have a deal here in the UK. So HBO shows and things go straight to Sky. I had a bad experience with Now TV. I looked at it and I thought there's nothing on here that I can't already watch elsewhere. And the cancelling it was a nightmare. Like literally, I cancelled it and they were still charging me for like months. And I literally had to go into it, and to cancel it. Do you know what makes me laugh? When you want to cancel Netflix or you want to cancel any other streaming service, one simple button, cancel. It will just say, "Are you sure you want to cancel?" Yes, no problem. Now TV, man, they are fucking terrible. You can tell they're owned by Sky, because they pester you. Oh, we can give you a better deal. We can give you another deal. We can give you another deal. I don't want another deal. If I want to cancel it, I want to cancel it. So Now TV, for me, personally, avoid it. It's been a long time. Maybe they've added stuff on there. I did have a go on the website the other day, but the price is ridiculous. Well, $9.99 just for the entertainment stuff, not the movies. I think if you want to get all three, it's like £30, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Another streaming service, obviously, is a newer one, Discovery Plus. If you're a fan of documentaries and reality TV, and I believe you can get it is something you can get bundled with. I believe you can get it bundled with Sky, and you can also get it as part of an Amazon Prime channel and standalone. It's only $3.99 a month or $39.99 for a year, but they also do one with the sports as well, which you can get sports and documentaries and sports at an extra cost. I think the price is fantastic. There's a load of stuff on there. Unfortunately, I have checked it out in the past, but honestly, I I might pick it back up one day. There's a good amount of stuff on there, lots of reality TV and sport. There's some sports as well, but also lots of documentaries. But actually, when I went through the entire list, there was probably about 60 or 70 things on there that I actually would have actually checked out. I'm not huge into documentaries and reality TV. I mean, I do like checking them out once in a while, but a dedicated streaming service just to documentaries is pretty cool. But again, Discovery is again sort of branched off and done their own thing. I think the price is great. Expand your mind if you're into that sort of stuff. But again, a lot of those shows and movies, documentaries might be found elsewhere. Another one that I used quite a bit was Independent Wrestling TV, IWTV. Unfortunately, I don't know if it has changed since. It's a bit of annoying to sign up for because it only lets you pay in US dollars. I think it works out about $7.99 or £8.99. It's like $9.99. It's a really, really good wrestling subscription service because it's all indie wrestling, and it has tons and tons of wrestling from all over the globe. You know, just loads of indie wrestling, you know, just lots of stuff that you won't find elsewhere. If you're a fan of wrestling and indie wrestling, it's great. I really enjoyed it. My only gripes that I had with it is sometimes the quality isn't great with it. Again, because it's indie wrestling, you know, it's all independent stuff, it's low budget and stuff like that a lot of the time. So that's not to do with the actual streaming service, it's the actual cameras and stuff they use. I might get it back. I am tempted to get it back. That is one that I probably will get back at some point. But I enjoyed that one. That was a really interesting one. There's also Fight TV as well, which is a streaming service and it isn't. It's a mix of things. So it's basically like a hub essentially for wrestling events, wrestling, boxing, fighting sports, even some other sports. There's some other sports on there. I've come across like some extreme sports on there, even some basketball. And when I checked the other day, actually, they had like martial art films on there as well. But before it had loads of different mini subscriptions. A lot of it is pay-per-view stuff, so you pay it and that's it, you pay it. But it has some interesting things. It's got like a reward system. When you spend money, you get money back, points back, coins back, if you will, towards paying for stuff. It has a lot of bigger promotions on there, like NWA, Ring of Honor as well. Has some Impact on there, but it has two main subscriptions on there. You have the Fight Plus one, which is kind of like a best of. It has lots of different events and pay-per-views that would cost you otherwise, which is like, I think it's like $4.99. It's actually pretty good. You get NWA in there now, CZW, even some martial art movies and stuff, and then there's AEW Plus as well, which is $5.99, and that basically gives you every single episode of AEW, Dynamite, AEW, well, pretty much every televised AEW event. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you pay-per-views, which confuses me because they actually, when they changed the price, they said that you were going to get one pay-per-view a month per year as well. They said you were going to get one included because AEW, I think, have 5 pay-per-views a year, 5 or 6. Compared to WWE, which has one every month. I think the price for it is fair. I mean, I only really use the AEW at the moment because that's what I catch up with. But again, I think it's good as well. A lot of the times as well, you don't. One thing I will say about AEW Plus is good because it doesn't have constant breaks, like if you were watching it on live TV. Sometimes it will have like a break and it will just show the logo for a couple of minutes. You can just skip past it. So there is that, you know. And Fight TV does also do live streaming as well. So if you purchase the pay-per-view, a lot of the time that's how you watch it. That's how a lot of people watch AEW International. I know they have it on ITV or Channel 4 here in the UK or something like that. But I personally use that. But I think Fight TV is great. You know, and like I said, it has a ton of stuff on there. You know, not just wrestling, boxing, MMA, UFC, all of that stuff. Another one that really pissed me off was Impact Plus. Impact Plus is or Impact TV, I think it's called. It's terrible, man. It's buggy as hell, like constantly. Every time I've tried to load it up before, there was times where it wouldn't even load. There was times where videos wouldn't load. There was times where the app wouldn't load. That's been fixed. But the last time I was going to actually buy it, I paid for it on Google Plus. It was like $7.49 to subscribe, and then it said, oh, when it was subscribing, it took the money from me, and it said, oh, has not subscribed, please contact support, has not subscribed. I eventually did get the money back, because essentially what Google Play does is, if that happens essentially, and it don't actually, there's an issue on their end, not Google's end, Google will essentially go, sometimes it says confirm subscription, and if you don't do it within a certain amount of days, they just refund you your money. So I'm very weary of actually trying to do it again. I've seen issues with people trying to pay for it from the actual website, and then they can't access it on their phone or their TV. It's a shame, really, because there's some stuff on there I'd like to check out. It's the only way to really watch a lot of these old Impact wrestling events, and I think the price is great. $7.99 is great, or $7.49, which is great, because you've got Impact, you've got pay-per-views and everything. It's essentially WWE Network, but Impact, essentially. I might try it again one day, but I'm very weary of trying it, and I might try it again next week and see if it works. So yeah, they're the sort of ones that I think I've missed. There's also Viki as well, which is part of the Rakuten family. Viki is essentially, I think it's like $3.49 or $4.49 for the premium part. It is also free to watch as well with ads, not everything, but some stuff. It's all like Asian cinema, so you've got TV and movies from, you know, Europe, from like Japan, dramas, K-dramas, J-dramas, those sort of thing. So there's some interesting stuff on there as well, if you're into that sort of stuff. Although Netflix and stuff tend to have a lot of K-dramas on now. So they're the sort of subscription services that I have used before in the past, but I don't no longer use them. They're sort of on the backbone. Maybe I will get them back, maybe I won't. Not too bothered if I don't at the moment. So, but I digress, guys. There's also another one that I thought I'd mention is Virgin Go, which is essentially you can watch your Virgin shows. It's basically like a streaming service for Virgin on-demand movies and that, but only if you have a Virgin account, essentially. So if you've got a Virgin box, you automatically can get Virgin Go, which is quite nice. And it's also really nice because you can also use Virgin TV remote, which on your phone, which is not just a replacement for your remote if it breaks, but you can also watch stuff you've recorded on your phone. Although not everything is supported, unfortunately. I have noticed that I tried to watch like WWE a while back on there, and it wouldn't let me do it, even though I am subscribed to BT Sport. And it said you have to watch it through BT Sport, and then it's like, please enter your BT Sport account name, and I'm like, but I don't have a BT Sport account name because I've subscribed to BT Sport through Virgin. I don't know. Of course, you know, there is still live TV, Sky Sports, Freeview. There's plenty of other streaming services out there. BBC iPlayer, ITV Hub, My5, all four, which is one that I will get back. All four, because it's got Robot Chicken on it. It's actually got pretty much about 70% of the Adult Swim stuff that I want to watch on there, which is great. And it's only $3.99. So, but yeah. Anyway, guys, so there we go. There's the Stream or Not Just Stream series. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing it, talking about all these different streaming services. Maybe it's giving you some insight to what streaming services are available. Maybe it's giving you some ideas going, oh, I never knew this one existed. Of course, there's still tons more out there, lots of dedicated streaming services and things. I'm sure you guys will, let me know. The one streaming service, here's one streaming service, guys, that I would love to see. A game show streaming service. How amazing would that be? A streaming service just dedicated to game shows. The only way you can really watch game shows, unfortunately, in the UK is on Challenge, but it's shit now. Like, other than The Price is Right and the old Wheel of Fortune and Bullseye, it used to be so good. It used to have Takeshi's Castle on there. Oh no, that was Comedy Central that took that over, the new one. It used to have like Supermarket Sweep, Strike It Lucky, Play Your Cards Right. How awesome, Catchphrase. How awesome would it be if they did a streaming service for game shows, which included international versions, like it had like Price is Right, and then it had the American version, the English version, the German version, and then like all of the like they had like game shows from all over the world and throughout all different eras. I know that would be a nightmare for like rights and stuff like that. But a lot of those game shows are off the air now, so I don't. I have seen some game shows pop up on some streaming services. I've seen Wheel of Fortune popped up, I think, on Amazon and Netflix at one point, and Jeopardy as well. But they were the newer ones, they weren't the older ones. But I'd love to see a streaming service dedicated to game shows. When I was a kid, it was game shows, cartoons, and British comedy like Only Fools and Horses, what I grew up with. And I already talked about this years ago when I talked about my top 100 shows and my top game shows and stuff like that. I'd love to see that. I think that'd be awesome. I always wanted a cartoon one just dedicated to just cartoons as well. But that won't happen because of, we've already got streaming services that have plenty of cartoons and stuff. But a game show streaming service, let me know what you think about that. Would you be interested in that? But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I did finish Kakarot. I finished with it. There's still stuff that I need to do in it. And I think I'm just going to leave it now till the next season pass comes out next year and the upgrade comes out. That's probably when I'll go back to it. I'm a bit pissed because I wanted to start Xenoverse tonight, but my PlayStation Plus has run out, so I'm going to have to wait to get that back next week. I think I'm going to finish. I'm not going to go back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Honestly, I just, something about it, just, I'm not enjoying it, unfortunately. I played enough of it and I'm like, nah, I can't see myself going back and playing more of this. So I'm going to play some Overwatch 2 tonight. I played some this morning, but I'm going to play some more tonight. And then tonight I'm going to watch a couple of episodes of this TV show on Amazon Prime. I think it's called like the Two Sisters in the Chaos or something. It's a Chinese show. I watched a few episodes of it. And then I'm just going to chill tonight and watching Price is Right. I'm in the mood to relax and do something different. Also with the gaming, I did play some PS1 games as well the other night, last night, and stuff like that. I played a couple of the Army Men games. I'll talk more about what I've recently played and watched in an upcoming video. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to leave a like. Let me know what subscription services you use. Have you enjoyed this little series I've done? And as always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mad Kiger, and have a nice day. Take care.